Well, it's a very exciting day in the world of Final Fantasy. Good evening, everybody. I am that dude who sucks at Final Fantasy. But today I'm going to talk about the live letter because I could not catch it literally live. And I didn't really have enough time before I started Raid and obviously the Raid stream to really dig deep into it and go over it. So let's be fair, you've probably seen everyone else's breakdown of it anyway. So I'm just going to kind of very quickly breeze through this as much as humanly possible, just so that way we can, I can give my thoughts, archive it for all eternity, and then we can move on, and then I can not say anything for like 2 hours, which will be pretty sweet. But yeah, it kind of sucks. I had school. I literally, the live letter started at 4 p.m. Pacific, which on the East Coast is 7 p.m. or I'm sorry, 4 a.m. Pacific, which over here is 7 a.m., which is literally the time when I don't have to leave at it, but basically that's the time when I get up and get out. Long story short. So we're here almost 12 hours later. I can finally talk about it because, everyone else who plays this game knows about it. I'm the literal last person to know. It's fine. Such is life. I mean, how many live letters have I caught live? Usually it's just unlucky. I might take that Tuesday off, though, for the patch. So to transition over, let me check Discord real quick. Really quickly, let me flap back to that. Okay. Move that over there. How do I do this? I haven't streamed in like a week, so I don't even know what I'm doing. Final Fantasy XIV live letter, and by the way, Nova Chrysalis, which is I'm using them because, like I said, I don't really have time to watch the live letter, nor do I particularly want to watch the trailer because I feel like that's a content ID waiting to happen. So I'll just pretend like I did and maybe watch it at some point in the never future. Oh, YouTube does this weird thing now with the chat. I don't know if it's because of the way they updated OBS. Let me see if I can refresh it. Yeah, I think YouTube... I don't stream to the same URL anymore, which is interesting. I don't know if it's supposed to be like that, or if it just happens to be like that now. But it used to be that I would stream to the same URL every single day. So the chat that I would use would never change. Pop out chat. Alright, put it back in. So that kind of sucks. I mean, it also makes sense that it's not the same chat every day now. I don't know why it was like that. It was just like that for so long, I just got used to it. But, let me interact with this window. Okay. Live letter summary, patch 5.1 arrives October 29th. So I might just totally take that day off. That'll be pretty sweet. Vows of Virtue, Deeds of Cruelty will have new main scenario quests. I mean, I don't think anyone would not expect some of this. Some of this is going to basically be the typical archetype for a 0.1 patch. I mean, I've been through, this is my third at this point. And a lot of the odd patches all go the same way. This game is a very regular content cycle. It's not anything to be too surprised about. So to start off, we get new main scenario. We get the Beast Tribe, the Pixies. We get the raid collaboration, so the first 24-man, which is the Copied Factory. In keeping with the odd, even-numbered dungeon distribution, this odd patch will only have one dungeon, which is the Grand Cosmos. It's compatible with the trust system, so you know me, when I get around to playing it, I want to, what was I saying? I want to do it with the trust system. The extreme mode difficulty of Hades, which we all knew was coming. I mean, that come on, that's been a thing forever. Various job adjustments will be implemented, which we'll go into in a minute with my limited knowledge of some of these other jobs. New Game Plus will be added. Various job I already said that. Crafting and Gathering will get big system updates. Like, I think they said for the... What are those time nodes? I haven't done this in years. The time nodes will no longer have hidden items in them because they feel it discourages people from getting into it. They're trying to remove the elements that are discouraging to people, for lack of a better phrase. Let's see. Gold Saucer minigame featuring Yojimbo and Daigoro. Performance update includes Ensemble. The game's launcher will be updated with a new interface. Apparently it's... I think I already said it. I don't like the way it looks. I prefer the way it is now, but whatever. Housing wards 19 to 21 will be added. Spriggan and Titania will get wards 1 through 18 for private homes. And mentor updates. 2 weeks after this, we get the Epic of Alexander, which is the ultimate content. I may or may not be doing it. It depends. I don't know with who. I don't know anything about it. I haven't considered it. And honestly, I should do it because I like Alexander a lot, and I think the weapons are going to look decent. Because if the weapons don't look good, why even do an ultimate? Other than bragging rights. I mean, I guess you could argue the title, I guess. Ishgardian Restoration will arrive, and the Fellowships will arrive as well. Blue Mage update. I still am like 60% certain I will do this. I cannot stand Blue Mage. In case the 13-hour stream I did when it debuted didn't give that away, I almost cannot stand Blue Mage in any capacity whatsoever. But maybe I'll do it. I don't know. Could happen. New PvP stuff. I don't ever really play PvP. So it looks like he did the thing where he loads into the dungeon or the extreme trial. I'm glad I missed that. I don't know why he does that every time. Job adjustments, Ninja. Now, some of this, I also have a Reddit post where this is also kind of detailed at length. Can I do old Reddit? I really hate new Reddit. Well, I can turn on night mode, and it takes me away from the page, so let's not do that. Oh, okay, perfect. Yeah, I don't think you could do old mode without logging in, and I'm not logging in, so whatever. Oh, come on. Enough of that. Is there anything else here? I'll use the Reddit page for this because I think the Reddit page does it a bit better. Not to shit on Nova Chrysalis, I just think that the Reddit, typically on Reddit, you get more info than what you. What am I trying to say? I had a 12-hour day at school. I'm dying over here. You got to cut me a little slack, Mr. Snowman King. My friend, it's good to see you, buddy. She says, I recently got the PS3 Platinum trophy in Prototype. I didn't use the infinite health glitch. There's an infinite health glitch in Prototype? Well, shit, I needed to know about this like a decade ago, and I would have beaten the game. But, congrats, doing it totally glitchless. I did play Prototype when it was new. Back when, oh, Lord, back in 2010 when it came out? I think, no, 2009. When it was, that is literally a 10-year-old game. Holy shit. But I played it in, 2010, and, I remember it was, the big superhero game face-off between Prototype and Infamous. Very unofficially. But I thought that was pretty cool. That was a cool era back in the day when we had games that could come out and just be new IPs and they'd go head-to-head. And both games are arguably pretty good. I thought Infamous was a bit better, but Prototype has, more chaos and destruction and more stuff to do. I thought it was a pretty good game. And I actually own Prototype 2. I never played it. So maybe some year eventually I will play it. But it's good to see you. I know my streams have been kind of weird lately, and I haven't been doing as much stuff as I wanted to, and I need to get on top of the ball. But Final Fantasy consumes my life, or what little life I have left. Crafting and Gathering revamped. They're still changing this to make it easier for people, which I'm not opposed to. I think that that's nice, because when I first started out, I knew it was a big hump to get over. Desynthesis and Byrgot's Blessing will now have a 100% success rate. So they want people. Also, Desynth is not going to have a failure, or not just a failure chance. It's not going to be capped anymore. So if you want to level up Desynth, you'll be able to do that pretty easily now. A lot of people turn in their unused gear to grant companies. Yeah, I do that. The seals are worth it because I like getting the teleport stuff. Ishgard Restoration is designed for crafters and gatherers. I don't have my gatherers up to 80 at all. I kind of don't care enough. Rebuild the Firmament. Contribute a number of tasks. Item deliveries. Progress will differ between worlds. Now, I could tell you there's going to be a lot of worlds. If this is not gated, some worlds are going to be completely finished, and some worlds are going to be looking pretty ghetto. I'm just going to say that right away. I mean, maybe I'll help. I don't know how this will work. I mean, I'm on Gilga. Gilga's pretty big. It still is big, but Cactard has more people. Maybe the hardcore people are still more on Gilga. Leanne Karomi, I think was the person that showed up one time to the stream. She specifically said that she's on Gilga. I actually saw her one time running around the Crystarium. I'm assuming it's a her because it's a female character, but I know that that's not a good judgment, but until proven otherwise, I'll refer to them by their character. I do try to catch your streams, but since they're U.S. time zone, I'm in UK, I'm usually... Yeah, I feel you, man. I know it's one of my members is from Australia, so the time zones are all messed up. I apologize. I do archive all of them. You can watch them on your website of choice. So, for instance, if you like watching them on Mixer, you can watch them on Mixer. If you like watching them on Twitch, you can watch my stuff on Twitch. Just be mindful that because I'm not a partner on either of those sites, somehow this turned into a plug, but be mindful that since I'm not a partner on either of those sites, they will disappear after the 14 and I think 60 days for Mix for Twitch, 30 days. I don't know how long the Twitch timeout is for videos, but they will disappear eventually. Here on YouTube, they won't disappear. But yeah, I streamed to multiple ones just because if people want to watch a Mixer, cool, you could watch a Mixer. If you want to watch on Twitch, you could do that too. And I used to stream to DLive. I don't really stream there anymore. I had maybe 3 people stop by the whole time. And also just, I want to keep it as a backup streaming website, so when I inevitably get banned off everything, at least I have somewhere to go. Mm. Future updates allow for contributions via gatherer collectibles and a ranking system. This, I'm just slightly wondering how cheese this is going to be, because I feel like it's going to be a lot of the same people, which is fine. I mean, if they do the work, there's a lot of people in this game that their main thing is crafting. Don't get me wrong. Hairstyles. Let's scroll through this. New furnishings. If I was big on this, the gorilla flying mount from Hullbreaker. What the hell is this? All right. I don't know if that's specific. What is this from? Oh, is this a copied factory? Oh no, it's the Glamour Concept Design or Design Contest winner. Okay. Sure. I don't know when that's going to be implemented. I actually like that. I wonder if it's going to be for all classes or what. Yeah, we have the new Active Time event, which will feature Yojimbo, Pixies, and PvP. I don't do PvP. Now, New Game Plus is the one thing I give them a ton of credit for, because New Game Plus is really sweet. They totally don't have to do it. They could just tell you to piss off and just, replay the game on a new character. This is pretty nice. I think that they are trying to make this game more single player, and they have my thanks and respect for that. They did bring the heat with Shadowbringers. I do want to say that. Usually I was pretty strict on them and pretty hard on them towards the end of Stormblood, especially with the two things that shall not be named. But yeah, normal, easy, and very easy if you just want to relive the story. Realm Reborn is getting truncated. They're changing it up, so that's why that's not currently here. But Heaven's Ward and Stormblood are good to go. To summarize my latest platinum trophies this year, starting with Medal of Honor Frontline. Yeah, I remember when you told me about that. Was that in the Eureka stream? That was ages ago. I'm not gonna remember. I'm sorry, but it was. I remember when you came in and you told me that. Hitman 2, Silent Assassin, San Andreas, and Prototype. I can't trophy hunt anymore, dude. I lost it. Trophy hunting is, but props to you. Like that's pretty good. The last game I trophy hunted for was Kingdom Hearts 2, and I have a couple games in progress, but I haven't finished them yet. Like I want to get the platinum for Origins because I got the platinum for Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I could get the platinum for Origins like any day. It's just I have not done it. So, I mean, technically, I always bring up the argument of if it's so easy, why not just do it and be done? It's a lot of grinding. It's like selling 100 trinkets, doing a whole bunch of stuff, and I just haven't gotten around to it. So maybe in the near future, that'll be a thing I do. Definitely next year, if not this year. Once Christmas break hits, I'm pretty set, so I'm okay with that. This is the Nier raid. I don't think I'm going to be able to play Automata before this. I know I said I wanted to do that. I don't think I'm going to get to do that. So that's just not happening. Ultimate, which will be sweet. I don't really have much to say about it, but maybe I'll do it, maybe I won't. Disciples of Land and Hand pins available for 600 yen. How much is 600 yen in American? $6 roughly. I know that shipping is gonna completely fuck you over, but that's not terrible. I'd consider getting some of the classes I like. Actually, speaking of this, because we never got to have a podcast about this, Searchter 2 and what was his name? How Original, they went to Japan. They actually went to Japan. They went to the Eorzea Cafe. Now, I'm not going to show the photos that they took because, it's personal photos or anything. But they did take some photos, which was pretty funny. They actually got me some cool stuff. So, Searchter 2 actually got me a Tales... He went to the Tales shop. He got me a Tales of Berseria Dakimakura. And he also got me, I think, a couple of coasters, which I'll never use because I don't want to put liquid on them. That's a treasure to me. Not that I'm not grateful, but it's Final Fantasy 14 themed. And How Original got me some other stuff, some more coasters as well, and a Thancred pin, and they got a lot of good stuff. Last year was lit. I was lit. For my platinum trophies, there was... I remember you said BioShock Infinite. You play a lot of like 2009 games, which isn't bad at all. But it takes me back. Now those games are literally a decade old. Because I was 14 and my channel was fresh when some of those games were new. I did a Bioshock Infinite playthrough when that game was relatively new. I like half recorded an Arkham Asylum playthrough. I never did a Red Dead Redemption playthrough, but I did do a Red Dead Undead Nightmare playthrough a long time ago. Holy shit, that's old. And God of War HD. Yeah, I like that. I think that Red Dead sounds like the hardest, because I remember looking at some of the trophies, especially since some of them are multiplayer. It's a lot of those games, those trophies are just going to be impossible to get soon, because you have to do multiplayer to get them, and if you don't do multiplayer, it's a mess. It's kind of why I don't achievement hunt multiplayer games. I did Battlefield Hardline because I really like Battlefield Hardline, and I personally, and I know that that's like the most divisive thing I could say, but I really did like it. A lot of the trophies were single player, only a couple were multiplayer, and I didn't mind. It was actually one of the few FPS campaigns that I did not mind replaying the campaign pretty quickly after I beat it. So like, usually I don't replay FPS campaigns because I find that, once you've played it once, there's not really much to replay it on. But Hardline actually has a surprisingly good FPS campaign. Like, there's between the stealth aspects, the unlocks, the evidence to find, the different things. It's actually pretty interesting the way that they put that all together. And compared to Battlefield 4, which I literally never played the campaign again, I enjoyed it more. Let's just put it like that. I know, the game, everyone hates the game for a million reasons, but I actually appreciated what they did there. Let's go to the job changes, I guess, so we could wrap up the live letter I didn't see. So for Ninja, the way ninjutsu, and they actually talked about this before, that they were going to change the way ninjutsus work. The way ninjutsus used to work is that you would basically try to weave them. They would clip, and a lot of times they were subject to latency. Now they're GCDs, meaning that they're on, well, I don't need to explain it. They're on the global cooldown. That's what a GCD is. I just explained it. And with charge actions up to 2 stacks. So I guess, okay, let me finish reading this. With this, instead of having to weave them and it's subject to latency, the game will now check them like a normal GCD. So because of that, they've adjusted potencies because you're not really weaving anymore, and that makes total sense actually. So that's fine. Ninja Dot, which I guess by dot they mean Shadowfang as opposed to not Salted Earth. What is it? Hutan? Shadowfang is now an off global cooldown, or not off global. It's just a GCD that you use. I don't know if it has a weapon skill cooldown. It might get that. And Kasatsu is now a normal ability. I don't know if they've reverted it back to how it was before, where it guarantees a crit, or if it's still just the 30% increase. Now, the reason why that's different is because Kasatsu used to reset your ninjutsu timer. So I guess now it'll just give you a bonus, possibly. I don't know how that's going to work out. It might give you a bonus. It might just say your next ninjutsu will work. Now, what's really good is that Tenchi Gen, and I saw a lot of people were happy for this in this thread. Tenchi Gen is now, as opposed to having to hit the ninjutsu mudra, then hit ninjutsu, then hit the ninjutsu mudra, then hit the ninjutsu, and do it one more time to complete it. You just now hit the buttons in order, and it will automatically cast the ninjutsu. So it takes out the whole having to do Simon Says, I guess. However I forget what that specific game is called. I think it's Simon Says, right? Where you have to hit it in the order that it happened. Trick attack's duration has been increased, but its effect nerfed. And then it also can be applied from any direction instead of the back. So basically they kind of, I don't want to say casualized it, but that is the word I've seen get thrown around. They made it easier and less strict. I mean, I was kind of fine with the way it was now, because the way True North lines up, it kind of works out decently. True North being that you could just use Trick Attack from wherever. But I guess they don't want anyone to weave that. They want less weaves on Ninja. Hellfrog, Bava Kakra, I have to think about how to say that every time. And Bunshin is now down to 50. And they're going to figure out how Ninki works, I guess. Before I move on, obviously, since you posted. Currently working on the Call of Duty World at War Platinum. I'm recently playing through on Veteran. I hated the COD campaign, by the way. I hated World at War. I didn't think it was fun. I tried to do it on Veteran because I used to do COD campaigns on Veteran all the time. And by the end of it, I just couldn't take it anymore. It just made me beyond frustrated. I hated it. What time is it? I gotta keep good time here. Okay, we're good. I give you credit. I feel like given all the stuff you've done so far, Snowman, you're gonna do it. That said, it's okay to take breaks. It's okay to don't do what I used to do, whereas I would sit down for like 5 hours until I figured out the perfect no death run to get through some of the levels, because I did that for COD 4. That one mission with the heat where you have to go up the hill and then back down to escape. I remember I spent a long time on that mission, and the way I eventually beat it, and I wish I had recorded this, honestly. It's such a tragedy that I did not record some of this when I actually did it the first time. Nowadays, I would have recorded it even with no commentary, but back then I didn't have the space, the power, the whatever. You had to just use the Harrier jets. Stop shooting enemies. Just run. Call in an airstrike to take out where the enemies are coming from. Run down the hill. And it's interesting because I like those old COD campaigns because it felt like every mission tested you on something. Not ridiculously, like an RTS or something. But it was interesting, like, oh, so I'm not supposed to shoot them because there's like 100 of them. I'm just supposed to fly Harrier jets in, which is why they give you the Harriers. Whereas on normal mode, it's just a for fun sort of a deal to just use them. On Veteran, it was like, this is how the mission is played, and if you don't use them, or if you don't use them properly, you probably won't pass. And I remember spending a lot of time on that mission. Some missions weren't that terrible, though. But that mission in particular was pretty, it took me a while. But I know World at War is notorious for being difficult. So, I never did it. I was going to do Black Ops 1 on Veteran, but what happened is I beat the first three missions, and it didn't give me the trophy, and I quit. I was like, fuck that. You're not going to give me the trophy after I spent like 2 to 3 hours trying to beat this mission? Fuck you. I'm done. And I never did it again, and I never cleared Black Ops 1 on Veteran. I just stopped caring. Burnout is clearing out trenches and mortar pits with Japanese. Yeah, I remember that, but I don't remember the campaign in general, like, until the literal final mission. That's about all I remember from World at War. And the one mission where you have to kill the general, and the planes are flying overhead, and you have to snipe while it's quiet. I remember doing some of the missions on Veteran, but I didn't stick with it. It got too frustrating, and I didn't like it that much. I'm not a big World War II shooter fan. I could like stuff set during World War II, but I'm not a big fan of, like, COD World War II and Battlefield World War II. That's just me. Textbook realism. Oh. 10-year-old meme terms. What a lifetime we live in. What was I on to? Yeah, Ninja, they're doing this. They said they were going to do this a long time ago. Pretty much almost like right after Shadowbringers came out. No! Stop! Why is this an active click off? What? Okay, I need to get used to that. Sam's overall DPS will see an increase compared to 5.08, but if you judge it based on the patch notes itself, it may be taken as if it's weaker instead. I hope so. I don't know about that, but I'm willing to give them the benefit of the doubt, given how everything's gone. Show his potency is fixed at 400 as composed to what it is now, where it bases off of how many stacks of meditation you have. It'll be incorporated as part of your rotation. You're required to, you are required a medication stacks of 3. You are required to have 3 meditation stacks. Okay, to execute it. In Japanese, it'll have a new stack name called Kinatsu, which is sword Pre-Asher. Sword Pressure and Aura, which is basically your meditation stacks. Medications? What? Okay. And then he spells it right. Okay. You know what? I could give him credit. When you're writing stuff down and it's probably hastily translated, I'll give him credit for that. I'm not going to be too much of an asshole about it. Medication stack is granted through Meditate, EI Jutsus, and Tsubame Gaeshi. So instead of just having to stand around and do nothing but meditate, which is probably still the fastest way to get it, you can now get it through using EI Jutsu and Tsubame Gaeshi. So you'll be getting it about once every 40 seconds. Tsubame Gaeshi's cooldown will be affected by skill speed, which is nice because I think it's a static... Oh, voice crack. It's a static static cooldown that feels longer than most weapon skills currently. It's really kind of weird, but at least they got rid of the cooldown for it, honestly. Or not the cooldown, the cast time for it. And the usability will increase, we'll see. Their land, their blood, the force there with the trench, fuck everything about. Those old COD games, your squad doesn't help you. I actually can relate to that. That's actually something I found out playing Mile High Club, because I did COD 4 Veteran out of order. Your squad is set to leash to you. So if they're right next to you and you're just shooting at enemies, they're highly ineffective at killing anything. They won't kill anything, actually, on Mile High Club. They'll just sort of shoot, and like they might stun enemies. Maybe rarely they'll kill something, but when they really start to kill shit is when they need to keep up with you. And that's something that I used to my advantage when I was playing that level, is a lot of times I would just not kill enemies and let my squad mates kill them, because you only have a minute on Veteran. That was actually one of my proudest things I ever did. That's a mission I sat down, and I think I worked on it for like 6 hours. I legit just kept going at it over and over and over and over and over. And the nice thing about it is that all you need to do is succeed once. Was this... No, I don't think that was the one that took me 6 hours. There were a couple missions that took me quite a long time. I recognize the names of the missions, and obviously if I played the game again, I'd remember what the game was like, but I have no desire to play World at War. I didn't like it. You'll be in my prayers, but I'm not gonna... I can't relate to that. That game is fucking ridiculous. I like how it updates on OBS first before the live YouTube. Scott won't push until you push. Yeah, so the way you do it on Mile High Club is because you can throw flashbangs. And flashbangs, when you throw them properly, completely incapacitate enemies. So you just run past them, get to like a safe part where they're not going to immediately follow you because they're still stunned. And all the other SAS dudes will just mow down everybody because they have to keep up with you. They're programmed to be lethal when they need to keep up with you. And if they're right next to you, they don't do shit. So the whole mission is not about killing every enemy. It's about figuring out what enemies can you force your squad to kill and you can run past. I mean, obviously you already know this. I don't know why I'm expanding on it. Your squad won't push until you push. And on the Veteran, you die like 2 hits. Yeah, and yeah, that is true. You get comboed. Well, I mean, saying bullets hitting you back to back as a combo is kind of redundant. But yeah, you basically get 1, 2, 3 dead. It's not like normal mode where you can take like 10 bullets and then be on, lethal damage and then get to cover. But, what time is it? Because I still got to keep good time. How much do we have for this? Oh, we got like nothing. All right, we're already over the hump. There's just Summoner and Bard, and then we got a couple things. All right. Eggy. People say Eggy. I guess it's Eggy. Sure. Eggy Assault 1 and 2 are now categorized as spells and will be affected by the GCD, similarly to Mudra's. Due to this change, the potencies will be increased. So there's a theme that's starting to be very apparent here. Less weaving, potency increase to justify it. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying that seems to be the theme with this expansion, is they want less weaving of certain things on some classes. Did I close the window? Yes, I did. Your opener will see yourself pressing 6 buttons lesser at the first minute. Summoner's overall firepower will be increased. Cooldowns will be adjusted to make it align nicely, so expect that to be 30-second intervals because that's usually the nice window. Ruination is no longer there. It will just deal damage in addition to putting on the 2 debuffs. Bane's trait will be adjusted, so actually you can weave that pretty nicely now, I guess. Bane's trait, and I actually kind of like this when I read it because I got spoiled on some of this by myself when I sat down earlier today. Bane will just adjust from being a 15% chance to reset to a 100. So it doesn't matter what the remaining timer is, you could just throw Bane out. And it's nice that Bane doesn't cost stacks anymore. I like that. Bard won't be like what Bard was during 4.x, but Song will now have support effects added. The job will be buffed, including its support ability, which it currently really has none. While having synergy, but it will have its firepower weaker than machine. Yeah, that's fine. This makes sense to me. The sound effect for Apex Arrow when it's accumulated will change. I actually don't know what it is now. I probably should check that out before we begin the actual raid. Potency increase for Machinist and Dancer. I like how they use the word firepower. Some skill will see recast timer shortened. So some cooldowns will be lesser. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Monk's firepower will remain. This is actually confusing to me. So they nerf Mantra. Sure, I mean, I guess you could say that Monk does too much. But that's not why people are taking Monk. People take Monk because ease of play and high DPS. And I mean, I could totally interview Ketz if he wanted to come on this bootleg stream for 5 minutes to explain why he likes Monk. Because he plays Monk. And I could also maybe get Tinja. But Tinja's very busy. He's busy all the time. And I mean, he would spare time for me. I don't want to saddle him with an expectation, though. He's a cool guy. I was actually thinking about our Sigmascape static. I miss those good old days. But yeah, they're nerfing Mantra. I don't know if this is just meant to reduce the utility of a DPS, reduce Monk in particular, or what. Because I don't think that's going to do too much. Dragoon firepower increase and usability will be improved. Ideally, this means animation lock on jumps, but who knows? I'm going to skip ahead real quick because I see that Snowman King responded. Improvements on usability for Scholar is completely vague. Who knows what that is? Asylum's radius will be adjusted, which sounds like it's going to be pretty decent. Black Mage will see no changes, and Triple Cast will now show how many Triple Casts remain. Probably like Atonement, I'd guess. That's the first ability off the top of my head. Alright, so before I get to Red Mage, I want to adjust it. This year I also got 100% on all episodes of Sam & Max for PS3. I have no clue what Sam & Max is, but I have seen it. But I don't know what kind of game it is. I think it's point and click. I don't know if it's like a shooter or point and click. How many episodes is that? I'm actually curious. I could Google it. You don't have to tell me. I'm a big boy. Sam & Max. Wikipedia. I don't trust anything else. Let's see. It's a media franchise focusing on video games. What the hell? Is this the new one? Oh, it's by Telltale? When was this released? 2010. I don't know if this is the one you're talking about, but... yeah, wow. PlayStation 3. Who would have thought? Alright, before we do that... Yeah, it's point and click. I kind of knew that. Alright. I mean, it sounds interesting. I've never looked it up or dedicated time to it before. So, I guess that's... I guess before we do anything else, I might as well do a... What is it? Gaming... Yeah, Playhouse. Okay, good. I got it. Here you go. My favorite webpage in the world. This is what I'm going to be playing for the rest of the year. We'll get to that in a minute. Let's let's see. Red Mage's overall potency will be increased and buffed at a considerable amount. Red Mage's traits will also be buffed as well. I'm not sure what traits they mean, but we'll have to see. Devs do acknowledge that the proc of, I guess they mean procs are very RNG reliant, therefore acceleration's specifications will be changed to have up to 3 stacks and the timer eliminated, so you won't have to be rushed to use your acceleration, but the cooldown will be adjusted, so I'll have a longer cooldown but up to 3 stacks, because they love this stacking system, and to be honest, I like it too. Astrologian, MP consumption for spells will be adjusted. Potencies are being adjusted as well. Minor Arcana will be adjusted so it reduces unnecessary steps. It will directly apply Lord or Lady to the card instead of making the card into Lord or Lady and then you use it. I mean, I guess I don't really mind that it's Lord and then you play or Lady and then you play. I guess it makes sense. I guess. Specifics on Collective Unconscious will be changed where executing the skill will bring different effects depending on whether you're in Diurnal. So a hot and a defense barrier of 10% or Nocturnal. I'm not sure how that's going to work. I don't really use Collective. In all this stuff I get stressed to play Astrologian and I don't usually get pushed to that. Now this is my area. We get all of this stuff. So buffs and defense. Not sure what that means. It could be anything. It could mean parry rate is increased. It could mean we take less. Okay, anyway. Buffs and defense could literally mean anything under the sun. So I couldn't really speak to that because that could mean anything. It could mean that every piece of armor is going to do more. It could mean whatever. Reprisal is now an AoE instead of a single enemy, and it will now work at 10 seconds, meaning that it'll be easier to reprisal some moves, especially on Savage. And this is how recording goes usually too. Sentinel and Vengeance will last 15. Now this is what perplexes me, because as you saw, most of this is, I don't want to say really bad English, but there's some mistakes here. Did they specifically only mean Sentinel and Vengeance? Or do they mean all the upper level cooldowns? Like Sentinel, Vengeance, Shadow Wall, and Nebula? Because I could tell you, as a Gunbreaker, I wouldn't mind being able to weave a little more and have, you know, Nebula last a bit longer. So I couldn't imagine that they would buff Paladin and Warrior, and literally we could relive Stormblood's meta again. Now that we're in a position where pretty much almost all the tanks are pretty even. Also, Holmgang's effect timer is getting extended. So currently it's 6 seconds. I could not imagine them giving it more than 8. Which also makes Living Dead look kind of shitty and puts it almost the same effect as Superbolide, minus the guaranteed HP loss. So I'm not really sure why they would buff Holmgang. I don't know. That's something that someone would have to explain that to me. Considering that they already kind of buffed it by making it so you're not rooted in place anymore. And you can use it with no enemy targeted. I mean, yeah, they increased the timer by a minute, but that didn't really affect how many usages you get of it a fight, which I thought it would. It does. Instead of using it at, every 3 minutes, it's now every 4, but it's still roughly about 3 uses a fight if you ever needed it. So I don't know. This worries me more. I mean, this is whatever. I think that they shouldn't do this, or if they should buff Living Dead to give something, maybe. Because Living Dead is... The problem with Living Dead is that the name itself, you are the Living Dead. You are basically a walking death timer. Holmgang just leaves you at 1 HP if nothing happens. Living Dead kills you if you have 99% of your HP restored, and it runs out. It will instantly kill you. And I think that you know, I think that could be something. I couldn't see Dark Knight not getting something. But for what it's worth, just to wrap this up, they are trying to do stuff. Do I want to say mid-expansion? I won't say mid-expansion, but we're in the expansion. We're like 3 months in. They're willing to make changes. And I see that. So unlike Shadowbill, unlike Stormblood, I'm willing to give them the benefit of the doubt with some of this, because some of this is pretty decent. And I actually can respect them a lot for that. Okay. New season of South... I don't watch South Park. I wish. South Park is, I know they did the China episode. We're going to talk about that on the podcast. Not South Park specifically. What Hollywood classic masterpiece movies have you watched? Jeez, 1930? Oh, Lord, man. Holy crap. Pre-World War II. I could imagine, what, is Phantom of the Opera on that? No, Phantom of the Opera is like 1920. Not the shitty Broadway one, which I'm sure is great. Not that one. What's it based off of? Not the music. Whatever. Let's do this. Disambiguation. Not the musical. Because, oh, here we go. 1925. Because I remember my grandmother used to tell me about this being new when she was a kid. And it's like one of those moments where it's like, wow, that's awesome. Whoa. And now in in like 20 years, I get to tell my kids about all the video games I used to play while they play Fortnite 5. Oh, yeah, I can't wait. What day is it today? The 18th. Okay, so Outer Worlds is next week. Gotcha. What's coming out today? Yeah, there's an Ice Age game, apparently. I don't know where this came from. Cyber Sleuth came out. No More Heroes Complete. Plants vs. Zombies. Is this by EA? Yeah, by Electronic Arts. Does this appear actually on the stream? Yes, it does. Okay. Raging Loop. Maltese Falcone. Mildred Pugh. I have never heard of any of this. That's classic, man. That's so classic. I've never, like, not even like in a hipster way, because I've known of a couple people who are real big like movie files, cinema files, I think it is, and I could not even tell you. I've never heard of some of these. I'm not cultured. I think I've said this before. I'm not as cultured as you, Snowman King. I'm a scrub. Oh, I actually have a perfect sound clip for that.
This man was a bona fide scrub.
Okay. Bride of Frankenstein, Dracula, and Wolfman, those are the Universal monsters. Those I know about because that's like, they get parodied so much, they get shown in so much. They're like the classic, original, iconic horror, and that's literally how people describe them, actually. So that was a very astute observation by me. I got low battery life. I think that should be good for tonight. Resident Evil 5 and 4 on the Switch. Yeah, so Luigi's Mansion and Outer Worlds are the only things I really care about this year. Or this month. Everything else is either a re-release or something I'm not hectic to get. Death Stranding, I thought about getting it. I really have no desire, though. Yeah, it's like pre-code horror. I don't know what pre-code is. But I know that, like, the modern horror genre kind of started in the 70s a bit with, like, Halloween. I think that kind of started the slasher trend. I don't think it was the first one. I think it was just the one that was really popular. And then from there, I mean, that genre still lives on till today. So I can't speak too much to that. I kind of thought about getting it, but I don't really. I do want to support Kojima Productions, though. I don't know if this is a playthrough worthy game, though, which means I probably won't get it because that's kind of the games I get now. Need for Speed Heat, Pokemon, and Jedi, I'm only interested. I like how this. Hold on, I want to pull this up, by the way. I want to give props to EA. Boy, this is terrible. I want to give props to EA for making an actual like Star Wars looking poster for their game, and Respawn, of course, which is partially why I think this game has a lot of potential. Because Lord knows, Star Wars is actually Star Wars Episode 9. Does that have a poster yet? I guess it does. I barely even could see it. It's just Palpatine and I mean, is this the official one? Like, I'm not bugging, right? Let me look on Wikipedia. Yeah, so this is on Wikipedia. It's a teaser poster. So this isn't the final poster. Yeah. God, I have no love for this franchise. Yeah, the PS4 is going to be dirt cheap, but more importantly, the Xbox One will be dirt cheap, and I'm looking to snatch one in like a few years when they're, they're like $90 or something. That's what I kind of care more for. I could rant and rave about the Rise of Skywalker. I could tell you how much I hate Star Wars and all the bad plots and all the weird shit that they're doing with it. I don't think I need to go over it. I don't think I really need to say much about some of the people who are working on it. Again, keep scrolling down. I mean, no, like, I think that the Palpatine thing is a cop-out, though. I think that they know that they fucked up and they need to bring back people who actually give a shit. Yeah, next year's PS5. And the rumor is that the PlayStation 5 will be backwards compatible with PS1 to 5. I don't know why I said 1 to 5. Of course it plays PS5 games. So my understanding from that is you'll be able to take a disc from any era of PlayStation and we talked about this a little bit on the podcast. Apparently they are running a software that can perform mimicry and pretend like it's a PlayStation 2 or pretend like it's a PlayStation 3. At the time, it was only confirmed that it would be PS4. I mean, they haven't fully confirmed it yet, I don't think. I think that's still a rumor. But the idea behind it is that they will be able to do that. And it will be able to pretend to be a PS2 and emulate all the necessary software and hardware right off the bat. And let me tell you, if for nothing else, if it does do that, it's a buy. Guaranteed. And the reason I say that is because technically I can retire all my stuff, but then I'll actually have a real reason and an ability to play PlayStation 2 games. Because right now I do have a PS2, but it was old. I never had a good PS2. The only good PS2 I ever played with was my cousin's, and I didn't ask him for it because I didn't want to be weird. Like, yeah, let me get that shit. I didn't want to do that. I thought that would be weird. And later on, I forget who told me, but someone told me, oh yeah, you could ask for it, we would have given it to you. Well, that's life. I mean, I didn't ask, I didn't want to be weird. It is what it is. And he's actually doing really well now, so I'm glad for that. That is a good feeling. Maybe I'll buy a PS5 and get back into the trend because PS4 gen was such crap. Yeah, the library for PS4 is really hit or miss, and I guess they never miss. The reason I say that is because a lot of it is remasters. This generation was a lot of remasters, which is good and bad. It's good when the games are old. So, for instance, like the Spyro games, which was almost, basically, I almost consider that a remake. I think it is a remake, because it's not, I forget how technical you need to get with it, but I consider it to be a remake, essentially. That was a thing, but something like, I don't know, let's see, what's the first one? Resident Evil Origins I consider to be fair. Resident Evil 5, I mean, I guess I'll consider that to be fair, because it came with everything. But you get my point. It's not the same as, like, Last of Us got ported. Last of Us had just come out a year prior. I mean, I don't blame them for it. The Batman games, I mean, I see why they do it, but it's just, like, padding, kind of. All the Kingdom Hearts games were pretty good. I only really got the remasters I thought were worthwhile. Like, I either never played the originals, or I wanted to get new content. And they did do that for Kingdom Hearts. They gave you new content. Because, yeah, I didn't hear good things about Onimusha. Which was sad, because I was really interested in it. People were really hyped for it. But from the few people, so I don't know totally about it, but from the few people I talked to about it, they didn't like it. They were grateful for it, but it wasn't the same, apparently. God, what the fuck? I don't care about Star Wars. I'm not seeing this in theaters. I feel bad. It's just like Billy D. Williams is in on it now. I mean, I'm not like it's a conspiracy, but like they got U2, so like none of the original characters are spared. And they already hinted that the Falcon might be destroyed too, by the way. Uh, so I kind of call that because like, what else are they gonna do with it? Just have the only thing that they could do with it is have it crash somewhere to be a legacy of the Skywalker saga that they find. Like it'll be like a Mass Effect 3 ending where like they crash and it's like a legacy to the bullshit that they went through. Um, Whatever, man. It is unfortunate though. Carrie Fisher did pass away. I think that is one of the really rough things that did happen, and I know that that's like a real life thing. That does make me sad. So I do feel bad about that. That could I know that was kind of rough for everyone everywhere because she was very big and important, and no one's ever gonna forget the role she had. But yeah, I don't really care about this movie. I'm sorry, I really don't. But yeah, I mean, I think that Fallen Order will probably be a pretty decent. See, the sad part is this will be the one good game that EA makes, but I am I'm too burned on EA games to get it new. I'm sorry, I just am. And honestly, I'm gonna ask what's his name, Gundam Otaku, if he can play it, and then if I could just borrow it, so I don't have to go to GameStop and spend any money on my own. And then maybe someday I'll get it, like to own it. But let's be fair here, I'm not in a huge rush for it. I didn't really like Force Awakens, and I guess this will be the last thing I close with because I gotta start setting up this stupid thing. I didn't really like Force Awakens because I felt like Force Awakens was kind of a real cop-out movie. But I will say this, like I have alternating opinions on Force Awakens. On one hand, it's not a bad remake, I guess if you want to put it that way, of a movie that came out 40 years ago. On the other hand, it doesn't really feel like a new movie. It just kind of feels like a rehash that they know is going to make money because the name Star Wars is on it. Which, I mean, I can't totally hate them, but the one thing I'll give Force Awakens is that it does try to set up a plot that could go in a different direction. And that is massively important in my opinion. Because that means that they at least wanted to try to do something different. Last Jedi, I don't even get me started. I can't. Yeah, it's CJ. I put CJ up on here. He's walking the city, dude. This is very chill. But yeah, I agree with you. I don't think Last Jedi knew what it wanted to be because I think Rian Johnson and Kathleen Kennedy had no idea what kind of movie they wanted to make. I don't think they're even that good at doing what they do. And I could get further in depth. We got like 4 minutes before raid starts maybe. But I think they want to do a lot of stuff. They want to put a lot of PC elements into Star Wars. They want to have Rey be a Force goddess and have no struggles and have no strife. And it just kind of ends up being a very bland, flat story because there's no struggle. There's no hero's journey. There's no upset that makes Rey, more relatable. Like, and here's the way I see it, right? In the original Star Wars series, when you're watching Luke go from being some humble farmer boy to some dude who basically redeems everybody pretty much, it's kind of relatable because I feel for at least the first movie or two, Luke is this really relatable character. That would pretty much be most people, like barely dodging gunfire. I mean, obviously the whole meme of stormtroopers can't hit anything is a meme. But if he got shot in the first 5 minutes, it wouldn't really be great for them to play off. It's just more interesting because I feel like most people would have these bumbling, awful plans. It would be terrible for them to have this. And you could kind of relate to some of his decisions. Like when he rushes to Cloud City on Bespin to go rescue his friends, only to fall right into a trap and fight Darth Vader, and he gets fucked up. He barely survives. He loses his lightsaber and his right hand because he's not ready to face a Sith Lord. What do I get in episode 7? I get a dude who's not force sensitive sparring with a Sith Lord, yeah, he gets fucked up, but it shouldn't. That fight should have never lasted more than 2 seconds. And then Rey completely kicks his ass. I don't think Rey has had a single setback yet. It's not relatable. It's like watching an anime where that's like the point of the anime, is that the characters are broken and like it's like what's it? Fucking Slime, where the dude gets powers as needed to beat whatever he needs to beat. It's not very interesting to watch, and I think a lot of people don't think it's interesting to watch. Carrie Fisher flying through the vacuum of space wasn't the worst part of that movie for me. Like, was it kind of a bullshit ass pull to prevent her from falling to the same fate as Akbar? Yeah, I think that was kind of scummy. I think that the biggest part of that movie is that there is no main plot. There is no real main plot. They just knew that they needed to have that scene from episode 5 again. But instead it's at the end of the movie where they the Battle of Hoth. They just wanted to have that again, except they do it on Crate, which is a planet of salt, which I find hilarious. But also, the worst part of the movie was Holdo. Everything about that character ruins that movie for me. In fact, it's the driving force for why pretty much every plot line in that movie is as bad as it is. And that's the biggest issue I think I have with that movie. I mean, there's a lot of other stuff I could get into. The one scene I did like, there were a couple scenes I thought were okay. The one scene I did like had bad choreography, which was the one with the fight in the throne room. Snoke's whole plotline got assassinated, by the way, just like Luke. And I think that's the biggest problem with that entire movie, is that if it's not character assassination, it's bad writing. And character assassination is pretty much just bad writing. And that annoys me more than anything else. Oh, I gotta fucking respond to these idiots. Oh, Lord. Hold on. I really hope we clear quickly tonight. Because I don't know what I'm expected to do here. How am I still charging at 100%? That is very interesting. The Eminem Show CD. Early 2000s. I mean, I guess that would explain why I don't know what it is. I never really listened to Eminem. A couple of songs because that was really popular. Why is that taking so long? We actually should almost go halvesies on Fallen Order. I'm not gonna tell him that. Alright, I will. I can't be a dickhead. I'll do it. I'll pose it to him. Or maybe I'll refund him 30 for borrowing it so soon. I'll let him take the hit and I'll refund him. Lord knows I gave EA enough chances this year with fucking Anthem. Anthem was like the one time I was willing to come to terms and be like, alright, I'm gonna give them a fair shake. Maybe I'm a little too rough on them. You know, here's this new IP. Nope, nothing. I don't even know why I bother. Why do I even bother giving them extra chance? What made him a star? Yeah, I don't really follow Eminem. I have friends who do, but I don't really follow them. It's not my thing, sorry. I'm not into rap like I used to be. I used to kind of be into rap. Like, nowadays I'll listen to rap. I don't play it on the stream because, well, let's just say they use a lot of racially charged words and language. And, yeah, I don't particularly want to do that. That would be pretty bad. If I was only on YouTube, I wouldn't really care too much, because YouTube doesn't really care too much. But, you know, I want to set a good impression for Mixer and, Twitch. Yeah, that's the one. Dude died playing Diablo 3 after playing 70 hours solid on a PC and an internet cafe. First of all, I actually had the amazing opportunity to use a PC cafe a few times this year. It's not a terrible experience. I just didn't really like it because a lot of screaming, a lot of yelling, a lot of cursing, dudes slamming keyboard like that. It's fucking like, why? Now, I do hit my desk sometimes out of comedic relief. But that's not the keyboard part, and I would never hit the keyboard, especially a keyboard that's not mine, first of all. I'm surprised that he got away with that, to be honest with you. I couldn't imagine that. That was pretty rough to, like, even sit near. Like, that's not even, like, me playing levels of hitting. This dude tried to murder that fucking thing. But yeah, how do you sit in a PC cafe for 70 hours? How did nobody stop him? I mean, I guess he paid for his time. Where was this? In China? You hear some stuff like this out of China sometimes. Given all the Blizzard shit going on right now, I mean, it really does set a mood, unfortunately. Blizzard is a very American company, of course. Same thing with LeBron and the fucking NBA. Why the hell LeBron James is all... you know what? I ain't even getting into it. It's a Final Fantasy stream, apparently. That'll be on the podcast, which is coming. I'm doing it this week with or without people. I don't care. I'm at that point. So if I get 2 people, where I'm doing the podcast. If I don't, then fuck it. I don't care. I'm doing it with or without people. I'm not doing it tomorrow. I'll probably do it Sunday, because tomorrow is Toonami. I gotta get, Snowman King, are you in my Discord? I hate to shill my stupid Discord. Oh, god damn it. What the fuck? Oh. I forgot to do this. We're starting a little bit later because, I don't know, so we're just starting a little later. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, you're in, you know, I mean, like, are you in my Discord in general? Not like right now. Like, are you in the Spray and Pray 1000 fan Discord? It's a very great place. I try to post there once a lifetime. Move that over there. Move that over here. Definitely, since I know you're a regular, if you want to join, I just want to let you know that does exist. I do, there's a couple of people in there. You might be in there. Someone who stopped by my streams once was in there. Can't remember who. And I apologize for that, because if they ever see this, it's not because I don't care, it's that I am literally, like, mentally scrambled most days of the week. It is pretty bad. In fact, today I am pretty fucked up. I'm not gonna lie. This whole week I have just been on a complete shit show. I'm not familiar with that area of the galaxy. Is it in the Republic? What? No, it's a server on Discord. Or did I say something that was an area of the galaxy? I don't know. I don't know. I got no response to that. Do I have the stream link Do I have the Discord link in my chat? Yes, I do. It's in the description of the stream. I won't shill it too much because I don't like shill. I don't like shilling any of my stuff. Shilling, representing, advertising. I don't like to do any of that. I've never liked to do any of it. For better or for worse, I don't do it. Maybe that's stupid of me. Probably. Never did it. It's okay. My failures are my own. I accept that. I just know that you're here all the time. I do check it too, so like that is honestly the faster way if you ever want to chat up. Actually, I do have plugs. If I scroll over to this one, I actually do have plugs. Pretty sweet, dude. Anyway, what was I have too many Final Fantasy layouts. No, that's not the right one. This is the right one. I really think that chat needs to move, too. I think that's pretty bad. Attack of the Clones, Obi-Wan was searching for Kamino. Strokes his beard, says, is it in the Republic? Yeah, I don't remember that meme. That must not be one of the bigger ones. You want to know what's sad, though? Think of all the memes that people are still extracting from episodes 1 to 3. What memes are we going to get out of episodes 7 to 9? We got Traitor. We've got Ben Swolo. Fuck. I can't think of any other ones. I couldn't tell you off the top of my head. I could tell you from Attack of the Clone, or not Attack of the Clone. We got Revenge of the Sith is full of them. Anakin killing the kids. I've got the High Ground. I forget which one, a surprise to be sure, but a welcome one was from. That might also be episode 2. We got the title of X we grant you, but a seat on the council we do not. I've seen that one be a meme a lot. You underestimate my power, unlimited power, so on and so forth. I know for a fact we have tons of memes from episodes 1 to 3. I couldn't tell you beyond Ben Swolo and A Traitor. Hey, Traitor! Yeah, I remember watching. I actually talked about this. Episode 3, I went to go see it with a friend. This was back in 2005, so this is way before YouTube even was a thing that people did video games on, pretty much. I actually went with a friend to see it, and he was a cool guy. He probably still is a cool guy, but back then, we were both into Star Wars. We were pretty much the only kids in the school that really liked, or in our grade that really liked it. We loved Lego, we loved Star Wars, we loved video games, we loved Toonami, and it was, we used to hang like a couple of times, and it was really fun. I actually, looking back, I fondly look back on some of that, because it was fun. We just hung out, played games, and had a good time. And we went to go see Revenge of the Sith, and it was one of the best movie viewing experiences of my life. Just two dudes loving Star Wars. The theater, you didn't have people laughing every 5 minutes like a modern day film. I hate going to see movies nowadays. You go to the movie, a million ads, super packed, a million people on Snapchat and lights everywhere because they won't fucking stop using their phones, constant talking, people, it's just a mess. I fucking hate it. And then the obvious movie-induced laughter points, people just talking. I had an awful time watching the Belko Experiment. But yeah, I had a great time watching Revenge of the Sith. Probably tied for my best movie experience with The Dark Knight. And like the whole movie, I'm just on the edge of my seat because it's like, oh, big shit's happening. Anakin's double cross was just fucking nuts. I didn't know it was going to happen like that. I knew it was going to happen, kind of. I didn't know it was going to happen like that, though. I had a great time watching it. It was just a fun day. I was like 11 or 10 or something. 10 years later, episode 7 almost put me to fucking sleep. The only part about episode 7 that I really, really liked, that I thought was an awesome scene, was when they show up at Maz Kanata's cantina and they fly the X-Wings across the lake. Because that was just pure Rogue Squadron right there. So for what it's worth, that is my favorite scene in the movie. It's one of the coolest flight scenes out of the whole series for me. Because it's literally the cavalry is here, and they fly in low with the X-Wings and stuff. That was pretty cool. Why couldn't we get more of that? That was way more interesting to me when we had all these dog fights and stuff, and that's why I like Poe. Poe is like one of my favorite characters of the sequel trilogy. The only thing I don't like about his character is how little screen time he gets. And, hold on. How little screen time he gets, and, the fact that episode 8 he opens with a "your mom" joke. That was just tasteless. I thought that was just not good. But I mean, I like that in episode 8 he tries to do all this stuff, and then Holdo is just whatever. Again, the worst part of any movie I think I've seen in years. And I've seen some bad movies. Man, whatever. Joker and Dark Knight expose Gotham City civilians, Batman, and police forces being the real villains. Yeah, I like that specifically. Like the Joker as a character, and everybody always loves Heath Ledger. And I actually liked the new Joker movie. I thought it was a really good character piece. It's not a great Batman movie, but I don't think that was what they were going for specifically, so I can totally forgive it. But yeah, I like the Joker and the Dark Knight. And I think one of the most iconic scenes of the film for me is where he has the two fairies, one with the criminals, one with the civilians. And they both people on each side have to basically contemplate blowing the other up. And when they don't, it was kind of a very powerful scene for me. I thought that was kind of like the redemption of Gotham City, that they won't give in to this crazy terror. I probably should have said spoiler alert for a movie that's 10 years old, but yeah, I didn't spoil the whole movie, I guess. Oops. I thought that was a really powerful scene. I thought that's why that movie sticks with me. I love the Nolan movies. I think that, I mean, obviously the fucking CIA man meme is ridiculous. And I love it. It's funny. I laughed about it. I used to know the whole scene by heart. But I like all those movies. I think that they try to have a very developed character, a good story, pretty much everything you'd want. I like that it pretty much kind of revitalized Batman a bit, which was nice. I mean, we had the Batman Begins game, and that never got a sequel, and I actually just bought it again because I want the box for it. Like, yeah, we have the Batman Begins game, but I consider the Arkham games derivatives of the Dark Knight. It's kind of the same feel to it, so I can give that. I like that, actually, and that's why I like that movie so much, is that it has good plot lines. They'll cast Batman out like a leper, and all the city will eventually destroy themselves. Yeah, it's a good way to critique it. I like that modern day, critique of, I hate to meme it, but society, and just in general, the idea of having someone like Batman. And I think that, no spoilers, obviously, but in the new Joker movie, they also touch on that too. And I think that that's a really interesting way to portray it, is that they don't want to have like an obvious good side, bad side, right? They want to have it be ambiguous. So it's kind of like, well, what? Hold on, I got an announcement from my raid. What is it? Okay, I'm gonna join muted really quickly just so they know I'm here. I like that they don't try to portray one side as being completely objectively correct. I think that would be lame. I think that's cliche. And if you're going to do it, it has to be written way, way, way more interesting. And I think that's something that Star Wars does not get, is that you can't just have a good side, bad side, and the good side is just good because you have to have a good side. That's boring. That's not original. That's just, well, we have to have a good side because we need a good side. And I see a lot of video games also try to portray, not necessarily the most clean-cut, upstanding citizens as good people. They try to have a nice blend. Some of the most interesting games I've seen in the last few years have tried to do that. And, a lot of times it's player choice. A lot of times it's character backstory. It's more interesting when people are humans, right? Because humans, we do nice things, we do bad things, we do things that we don't know what's going to happen. We do a lot of different things. I like it when people are more human, I guess. That doesn't mean that you can't have a character is going to be a good guy. And that doesn't mean that stuff before a certain year didn't do that. Because, like, I'll cite Final Fantasy IV I cite that as a really good character development arc between Cecil Harvey and his transformation from Dark Knight, who serves unwaveringly doing stuff he knows is wrong, into a paladin. I really will forever do that. I really will stand by that. That game has one of the best character arcs I think I've seen. And it might be simplistic, might be straightforward, but I'll never accuse Cecil of never having any struggle. I mean, half the game, for like 70% of the game, Cecil is taking L's. Like, yeah, he's making progress, he's not totally out the game, but he's taking L's. He's not winning. And then towards the end, you finally start to get a grasp of your power. You finally get to tip the scales a bit. And that's what makes it interesting to me. Joker told Batman Harvey Dent to try introducing a little Yeah, and he thought that would be a bit better. He wanted to prove that even despite their best efforts, they can't save everyone, which was true, and that's why that movie is so good. And I saw it before I saw Batman Begins, and I thought it was a better movie. I mean, Batman Begins isn't bad. It was kind of a unique origin story. The League of Shadows stuff is whatever. You know, you either like that or you don't. I don't hate it. I just am not particularly super in love with it. I really did like it, though. Oh, how many people are in here? 7? All right. Once the last person gets in here... Oh, here we go. I'm going to... Oh, we're 20 minutes past? What the fuck? All right. Well, Snowman King, I'll let you know this. It's not that I'm going to ignore you, but once we start rating, I can't, like, come talk constantly because I got to listen to comms, and I can't clog comms with my bullshit. But, like I said, I mean, if you're still around afterwards, which I doubt because it must be early in the morning for you, so I really do appreciate you stopping by. I really do appreciate it. It's been a good conversation we've had, and if you know, like I said, if you message me on Discord or however else, I have a Twitter. I never use it, but you know, if you message me anywhere, maybe we could set up a stream. We can chat, talk about movies, literally anything. You know, video games, whatever. I'm totally down for that anytime, except for the days I have school, in which case I'm busy hating myself. But other than those days, like, you know, weekends and stuff, I had a lot of fun. I know it's kind of one-sided, but that's why I do want to get your messages on screen, so people don't think I'm talking to myself, which is actually worse. But yeah, no, you got good taste in movies and good taste in games. I can't really ask for much more. Maybe someday I'll watch some of those old movies. Older than me by literally generations. Holy shit. I'm not going to say that on stream. But I do try to see movies with my family now. Because I do want to get... It's a connection. You know, I don't even have to care about the movie. And ironically, the movies I have gone to see, I was satisfied with. So it's kind of weird, you know? It's like, oh, well, I went to go see movies I didn't care about. And I ended up liking them. Like, I went to go see The Green Book with my mother. And it was a movie about a black pianist taking a road trip through the Deep South in the heavily, heavily segregated era of America. And that was actually a good movie. I did not expect it. I thought it would just be a typical, you know, flick about an African-American guy and all this stuff, and that's the kind of stuff my mom likes to see. I thought it was an amazing movie. It wasn't perfect. It was still a good watch from start to finish, and there was never a moment where I felt like it was really a super, oh God, can this scene move on? That never happened. God damn, I'm still in awe about how good some of those movies are. And then I look at some of the stuff I like, and I'm just like, damn, man, it's a shame. All right, they're all here. I'm going to unmute myself. There we go. Ideally, we kill this shit really quickly, and then I can clock out of the stream at light speed.
I can remain chill, yeah. I'll try it.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Is Color here?
What is that?
No, Color's here.
Inviting him and he doesn't accept.
I believe that means your subscription has expired.
Oh,
I believe... you're gay?
Spenda,
Yeah.
I'm retiring from Titania. I can't. My last party was literally Prague. I gave up.
Alright guys, let's submit to Tiny while he fixes out his
No,
subscription.
no.
We need Jen to suffer.
Good.
You have... I'm not even going to talk about it. Just forget it. Never mind.
Alrighty,
I mean,
then.
I gotta do some Titania later.
No, I'm not doing it tonight. Nope. I plan on sleeping tonight because I only have 4 hours in the tank. Never do that, by the way.
Wait, I think the Steam client just opens the Final Fantasy client from memory.
No,
So I
it's
use
weird.
the Steam client.
No, it did
Unless it
something
doesn't.
different.
I forgot.
I'm missing 69 more Titania fights
For what?
for the mount.
Oh.
I'm at 42 of 99. I hate everybody in the party finder. It gets to a point I just can't, man.
Dude, if you see me online, which is to say almost all the time because I have no life, and I'm free, just let me know. I don't mind.
Yeah, I'll
You
post
just-
in here. I'll add,
Yeah,
I guess,
so you
you
just
and
add us.
Spinda. Yeah,
Yeah, if I'm free.
just
Technically I'm not. I'm missing one upgrade from my right side, but I'm best in slot for it. That matters.
Wait, you aren't?
I'm just missing a thingy to upgrade my earring.
yeah, same. That's actually the only thing I really need to roll on.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Wait,
The
what's
ring
your
isn't on it either.
what's your earring?
It's a 460 deep shadow earring of healing.
Oh, then you take. Whatever. I don't give a shit. I'm the only thing I'm gonna put on is a 60 direct hit. Remove the skill speed on my gunblade.
Ugh.
I don't really care, to be honest.
I mean, it's not gonna change my eye level. I think it's still gonna be 469 because I have to have one 460 weapon anyway.
What?
460 accessory.
Wait,
I have to have
what?
two 460 rings. Because the best in slot for scholars is one augmented ring of shadow and one unaugmented ring of shadow.
They didn't fix that. They nuked pentamelds, but they didn't fix that.
No, that's
Ugh.
still BIS.
Yeah.
BI bullshit.
Well, it's all good. I had a fun day today.
No, what'd you do?
And yes, I'm 470, not 370. I'm still stuck
Yeah.
in Stormblood.
I get you, dude. It's alright. I'm not holding that against you.
It's also my glamour hasn't changed since Stormblood, really, so I'm still thinking about that. It was like the classic days.
But did you see that Morble mount? There's a Morble mount apparently.
I don't.
Find it.
Right.
I gotta get it.
How did you kill Dura?
Because
Like-
my Catboy character, he was like a freaking Morble fanatic. Like I had all his stuff was themed on Morbles, and his apartment was Morble themed,
Ah.
and he had a Morble minion.
Is there a unicycle minion? Or a mount?
No, not yet.
Okay.
I mean, there's a Segway.
Why am
There's
I
a Segway
stuck?
mount.
We need that for the frog outfit so we can make the Dat Boy meme.
Oh shit! What up? That's a good idea.
Fuck you, Reddit. I thought of it first. If I don't like it, it's
Can
Reddit.
you guys hear me?
Yeah.
No.
Did you see what I typed in chat?
Oh, server was lost. Connection to server was lost.
Oh,
Oh.
that's great timing. What did I say? I was stuck in a glamour closet and I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Was this
Wait.
just me?
No, spin.
Yeah, I got DC'd.
I'm scared. I'm really spooked right now. I got disconnected yesterday in the
And
expert
yeah,
roulette.
there goes Dura. Is it because of the software you guys are using?
No, I'm
Oh.
using it.
No, I
You're
was.
next.
For me, it's because I don't know. I talked to the itinerant Moogle and it popped me out.
Yeah, I talked to the glamour. Oh, I opened the glamour closet and then closed it, and I just got
Okay.
stuck on it for like 20 seconds.
Yeah, exactly. So did I.
You have
Exactly.
you have lead era by the by Zal.
Yeah. I'm trying to
Wait,
catch Kira
Zal,
right now,
move
it's
to
too late.
Cactor. I have bots.
Let me
I just had to log in because I'm in queue.
let me pull up the E1 spreadsheet. God
E1 spreadsheet?
Yeah, the timers. I consult it occasionally. I need to annotate these, but I'll do that eventually.
Yes, sir.
I'm on, by the way. Oh, and Cats, guess what?
42.
Good choice. No. So I was at the DMV yesterday, right?
Okay.
It took a really long time to get out of the DMV. It took like 6 hours, right? Like I was into like
Okay.
10 o'clock. No, like 4 or 5. I started at 10:30 and I got out at like 5 or 4:30 ish. So it's like it was really like more than normal for that DMV, right? So guess what I found out?
What?
The 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 mayor's political rival works at the DMV. So they probably saw me with the town's shirt on and purposely delayed me. So I spent longer
You
at the
think?
DMV. Dude, I do think so. Because there was a guy at the other side who kept looking at me and pulling out the phone to call, and I saw my number switch over. And I'm like, huh. So I just sat down and pulled out you know me, dude. I just sat down and pulled a book and kept reading. And so they were trying to get me to get upset. And I'm like, bitches, just keeping me away from work, motherfuckers. I win. I just sat there and just kept fucking reading, and like they're just like they called other name all like they called the number past me, then the other one, and I'm just like, and then finally they called me, and I just stood up and left. And then when I went to tell I told my boss, and then he's like, "Yeah, no, do everything by mail because they're literally if they see you and they know that you currently work in the administration, they're cutting your times. They're literally fucking you over just out of spite.
Should
It's
have
so
called them racist. That
ridiculous.
would have worked.
There's gotta be some sort of legal issue for doing that.
Yeah,
What are you
really.
gonna
officially
do,
maybe, but
dude?
how are you gonna prove it?
How am I
And
gonna prove
but
that?
before the stream gets used in a court of law, I should probably void this shit immediately. But I think that yeah, you could, but I don't think that would go too well. I'm not a lawyer though.
I don't think your stream is going to be used in a court of law.
It would be a first. It would be awesome.
I'm going to say the N word so your stream gets removed, don't worry.
Oh come on!
I
Alright,
got you,
who's
bro.
this? I forgot who's this.
That was an appropriate reaction.
Nougat.
If I was streaming only on YouTube, I wouldn't care, but fucking Twitch. Yeah, it probably is. You're right. I don't care, Zal. I've been doing this for years. I've literally been doing this 10 years. And I'll be doing it another 10 years.
Hey
I'm
man,
not
as long as you're happy about it.
Yo, Zal,
Alright,
you want to
that's the
fucking
hustle.
go? You seriously want to try me? Let's do it. Come
See,
on. I'll meet
The
you at
louder he
Wolf's
gets,
Den.
the
Wolf's
more of a
Den.
streamer he is. Keep slamming your fist on the table to get attention.
That
Oh
doesn't
shit!
really hurt that much.
Oh shit! I feel that count jumping up to 2. No, I'm just kidding. I have no idea what
Alright.
that count is.
Is oh no, yours said BRB. Alright, whatever. I'm gonna switch to
I'm gonna be
Warrior,
honest.
dude.
I do crack up laughing when people slam their fists on the table as a joke. I don't know why, but I just find it hilarious.
If that
Especially when there's like dishes on the table and you see the clank of like bowls and cutlery and stuff. It's just hilarious to me.
honestly though, if that home gang timer goes up too high, I don't know, man. I don't know what I might do. I might lose my shit.
Wait, you think they're upping the cooldown for home?
They already said
They
they're
are.
upping the timer, the duration of it. Yeah.
Good, fuck your invincibility.
Wait,
No,
the duration or the
the
time?
duration, not
Duration.
the cooldown.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
I mean,
wait, no, fuck you, what the hell?
So
I'm
Dark
making
Knight
tanks easier every
in
time.
the garbage. Put that class right where it belongs.
Wait, no, they're genius. You can't shit talk tanks if all of them are, like, good.
I don't know about that Living Dead, fam. You don't have to be
that's
fully
great.
healed. Yeah. If I hated my healers, yes, it is.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
That's
fair
exactly what I play dog. There's the two tanks that make healers suffer. Super Bolide.
Sorry, I was
And Loving
changing my
Death.
headsets. I was changing my headset battery. I'm good to go.
enough.
Now
Yeah,
you
I
must
used
heal
to get
cover.
asked to not play Dark Knight when I was doing some stuff in Stormblood. I just say no. I never got kicked. I just made the healers deal with it. Figure it out. Not my problem. Oh yeah, color. I actually have to ask because I hate the way Paladin plays. Do you Oh, okay, here we go. Never mind. I'll ask you later. I'm not playing Paladin now.
I mean, you can ask now. It's not a big deal.
No, it doesn't matter.
Lost.
I only play Paladin to shitpost, so.
Alright, let's get this done and move on with our life.
Yes, sir.
Alright. I've got my hacked client. We can one-shot it now.
Markers, I guess, or. Alright, perfect.
You look really fat, Color.
I'm not fat enough, dude. You look so skinny in this shit.
Whatever happened to the short shorts?
I can bring them back if you want.
Oh, okay.
You good, Ira?
Kinda wish
Yeah, I
did
think
a
he was,
marker run.
Okay.
In fact, I dare to delete all the markers.
You good?
Yes.
Alright,
Alright, here we go.
given the count.
Remember to stay
Sounds
stands.
out.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Put him up.
Watch out for your laser.
Superbolide. I'll take left.
Cool. I'm gonna pull him to the middle, so just pull him straight to the middle.
Okay.
Don't know what's going on, but getting that sad lag.
This man was a bona fide scrub.
How's he gonna be? Why are you saying stuff like this? Why are you doing this? Why are you? Is this another marketing tool? Check this out. If you take Steph Curry, how do you? Something is wrong with you. Yes, sir. I mean, this is a look, man.
Smoked.
Shirt.
Behind.
Move over color. Thank you.
That's the DPS. I have both.
Some just here.
I
I'll
got
pop
three
Nature's
heals.
Min
I
on
can't.
you. Oh, it's on Zao now.
Big heals.
You got this? Okay. I'll take him.
In.
Cynthia's disconnecting.
Oh, that's what's happening.
Superbolide. Oh.
I'm back.
Nice.
Oh my god, the amount of times things just weren't working.
I might have to restart my computer. My computer is half frozen right now.
Double bracelet. Do I still have the red mage shit open?
Forgot.
think
What's
so.
the rule, bro?
I mean,
Just
do
as
people actually need those?
yeah, the ring is this. Well, you kind of have to take a ring.
Wait, who's taking? Anybody taking the rain from
I
me?
think let's just keep the rule to if you need it for your main for some reason
Yeah.
at this point, need it. If it's for your alt,
Yeah, agreed it. All right.
Alright,
I'll only greed one of the bracelets, I guess.
I'm passing on Post bracelet.
All right. Well, that was.
I'll
Sweet.
take that.
I'm still playing Red Mage to the death.
High five.
Nice.
Wow, dude, I'm mad.
Here, let me
Bruh.
restart my computer real quick. It's half frozen.
Shit would just like I'd tap like an ability like Iron Jaws and it would pop, and then
then
nothing would
take it
happen,
away.
and my
Yeah.
just spell would reset. So I'd keep fucking tapping it, and then nothing would happen, and then my dots would just disappear. I'm so mad.
I know that
that,
pain.
that was an
And then my
orange
ping
for
would
Era.
stop lagging out.
What happened, Ket?
That was an orange for Era.
Ooh, big ups! Look at that. I saw the
Nice.
Should have been an orange
20K.
for me.
I saw that 20K. That was a.
I'm apparently 539 latency, but now it's 200. Okay,
Wait, what? Oh.
that's 500 again. What the
With your
fuck?
lag, you got a middle of the pack, Cynthia, right at there.
Feels bad.
How am I even playing this game with this? It's like an acid trip with my abilities just resetting and not working half the time.
It actually feels bad. My fucking
Why?
connection was like 9% lower than what it usually is.
I'd press Refold arrow, and then Refold arrow would still be proc. I'm like, wait. So I'd keep pressing it, and like 4 times in a row, I'd for Refold arrow already. I'm like, what's going on? I'm like, oh, I'm fucking lagging out.
Not that.
Well, sometimes I'd be like pressing an ability, and it would go off like 3 times. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I've been there. I think they're just having a funky week with connections.
So my internet is fine. It's just
Yeah, it's just.
the
somehow-
server is not liking me right now.
Is your exit log actually on?
Yeah, and it's showing me the ping live, and it's fluctuating like fucking crazy.
Try going through a different route or something.
Where is it?
Actually, I just turned it off. Whoops. I
Oh,
clicked
you're
the red
gonna
dot
DC?
on accident. Yeah, I did.
450.
Let's try US 2 or 3. Let's do 2.
Are the
Second the
boots
best.
any good for?
That might be better.
No, that's fine. But yeah,
It was 1 MS less, but we'll see.
Color, are you here? It's okay.
Character's not logged in. Oh, fuck's it. Someone tell me when I DC.
You did. Question marks now.
Thank you.
I think I might change my build up.
Not all spell speed.
Well, I'm max direct hit mid crit right now with like high spell speed, but if I drop a little bit of direct hit, I can get more spell speed.
Yeah.
That might work
helped
better.
with
Literally worth it.
It helped with Leviathan and Titan.
Yeah, complete casts faster.
I'm back.
Like just dropping 200 spell speed, I can feel it like really hard in Titan Leviathan.
Yeah, I kind of
Really?
missed
Yeah.
the 1900 spell speed for that 1 week. That was a very interesting week.
Alright.
Alright.
But yeah, I was gonna give this build like another week or two and see.
I think that actually refreshed my ping. I mean, I'll find that when I start popping 20 Refold arrows off in the same second.
Fuck, the moment this started, my acid reflux kicked up. That can't be good.
Right. Giving the count.
What the fuck?
No effect.
Didn't even go off. What the fuck?
In.
Hey, Jen.
Hmm?
I'm getting a stunned brain freeze. We go to C for flares, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, my brain farted for a second.
Buster AoE. Protein. Flares next.
Moving.
Get healed out.
I will be east. 4 seconds.
You can take him back if you want.
Buster
Provoked.
AoE. White and dark after. The Birdie. Birdie. You bitch. Side. Away. Where's? Ten seconds. Next player's coming up.
Veil is out.
Players. Protean. I'll be one ready.
Alright, I got completely thrown off.
Oh,
at
thank
one
God you
point.
didn't fucking beat me.
I started focusing.
So, who needs curtain?
I'm gonna
Can't
need
hear
him.
me. I don't
You
know
know,
if that's my best or not.
you know what, Durup? You're gonna take it. Just take it.
Roll with me, bro.
I already passed.
What
What
are
are
you
you
guys going for?
I can take it, but I can also just buy it with books. So
Yeah. I'll roll need next week. You take it.
I'm just gonna leave.
Greedy. I'm gonna greed on the gloves.
Somebody take a tome. Anyone?
You're funny.
I mean,
Take it.
Just checking. Yeah, everybody's
I'll add
greedy
it to
on
my collection.
anyone
Alright.
greedy on head. If anybody's greedy on passing.
Oh my God, that was terrible. Holy shit.
yeah, all my rolls were dog shit.
I'm passing then.
Oh, the two really. Was I like the only person that rolled on it?
No, I rolled greed, I think. Or I didn't.
Head?
I don't
Maybe.
know.
I don't know.
I've already got like 2 of them.
Another
and like
porch.
10
Good
weapons.
By the way, I'm a little bit off. I ended up spamming like 3 cure, I think.
Yeah, I dropped a lot of GCDs because I was safe with the flares.
Yeah,
I
doing
think
that
I
again.
dropped 2 casts there.
I got fucked.
I got
pretty hard.
clipped by
too
a
quick.
damn minion.
Yeah, I
Saw
know.
that.
That was so bullshit. Whatever. Anyway, I was like surprised at the beginning. I had no clue how that. Whatever. It was exciting.
Huh, that one was still apparently my best one so far.
Let me check my
Well, you know Dragoon's getting buffed to become 5.1, so
Yeah, his bosses will be a jerk by 5.1.
Before we pull, I'm gonna change the batteries in this thing.
Maybe by 5.1 Astro will be worth a knock set connected by Astro.
I mean, it sounds like it's gonna be good.
But will it?
Look, dude, I don't know. I'm be willing to try anything right now.
Oh shit! Stupid battery.
I almost switched to Astro in this pull, but we have a good rhythm. I don't want to ruin it.
Yeah, I kind of want to do warrior because then we could do the 1-2-1 share, but no, whatever. It's no reason to rock the boat, in my opinion, for me at least.
Remember, I'm gonna pull this one.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Wait, who's taking the first tank buster?
Color is, but I'm gonna hollow ground it, so it's not really gonna matter.
Oh shit.
Oh, that's great. Sorry about that.
Black Mage buff win.
Oh shit.
Never.
Oh, Sal.
Jesus, Sal.
Provoked.
I got the wave.
Stack.
Superbolide.
Another AoE after hold that litany a little longer next time so everyone gets it?
We're gonna share this tank buster coming up.
Yep. You'll voke off me, and yeah.
Or I'll vogue off you, yeah. Just make sure you're not in the way of the tank busters, Al. Voked.
Shirked.
Good A.
Bails out.
Fuck me.
Or reprisal this.
In front of me.
Why does it always have to be you? You get the first one, I'll get the second one.
No, you're holding. I'll provoke off you.
I meant the tidal rages, but okay.
Oh, yeah.
But
yeah.
it's all good. Yeah.
Provoked. Superbolide. And done.
Good shit.
Yep.
Hey,
Wow.
color.
Don't fucking talk, dude. Alright?
Can I
You know
yoink
what?
that twin? Or does
How much
someone need
force
it?
downtime I have in this fight?
Same rule. If it's for your main,
Just fucking greet it if you don't need it for me.
Sad face.
Do I? Yeah, I'm gonna. Oh, do I need these for?
I see long legs. I'm a bit
Why do we
tired.
always see so many fucking headpieces?
Well, gave me my luck last time.
Like
Someone's rolling on head, right?
rolling.
I rolled
yeah,
on the
I'm
head,
rolling.
but
Okay,
I don't
good.
need it. Somebody
Good.
take it.
Do I need?
Oh,
I'll
Solvin?
take it.
How did I get all three?
What the fuck?
Everybody, did anybody roll
Alright.
on the Solvin?
Sven is not allowed to roll next week on anything.
I
Oh, no,
haven't rolled
guys,
I think I
yet.
need to.
Guys.
I
Anybody rolled
just
on
passed
Solvin?
it.
Take it.
I passed it. Take it. No one needs it at all.
Did you roll, Jen? Because I'll let you have it.
No, I already rolled.
Fuck
Oh,
you,
Oh, I need to
garbage.
figure that fight out.
Oh, wait, no. You roll. Here,
What
let me
the fuck
translate
is
it.
so
Go for it.
hard? Greet it if
Go for
you
it.
need it for an alt. Need it if it's on your main. Jesus fucking Christ.
No,
I'm
I
just-
wasn't sure.
I'm just
if
trying to
anybody rolled on
parallel
it.
park it, dude. That's all.
How the fuck did I get all three? I didn't even roll that high.
People don't have mains or alts.
Can we upload that one?
I think we're uploading.
Jim got a
everything.
95.
I don't think it's your best, alright? Yeah.
How did I get a blue?
Fucking chin, dude.
I've never played that fight any better. The fight doesn't even affect me.
It's because we're
I
doing
honestly-
mechanics right there, so a lot of people have downtime where they can't hit the boss.
Yeah, I blame
Yeah,
Cynthia
but
for fucking
the
not
past
walking
is against
2 pixels forward
What do you mean? For what?
for the second tsunami. You're like just out
Oh.
of melee range.
All right.
Well, sucks to be you.
End of the week again.
You're right.
That is dog shit.
Yeah, it is. It is what it is.
My friends have still not told me when this fucking thing is today.
Man,
Check
fuck
food.
that, dude.
That's kind of a question mark.
Oh, did I get that 75 for eating food? No.
Let me.
Jin regen cuts.
God damn it. Fuck
I love
yourself.
that name so much.
It's because I'm not best in slot, that's why I'm not orange passing. I got the non-augmented ring. Obviously.
Remember 16?
Yeah, it makes up for 35%.
Exactly.
All right, given the count. Oh, 16 second. Given the count.
You're being so mean to Jin, Color. I mean, backwards.
Wait, what?
Focus. Please not a shit pattern. Jump. Just jump.
Just jump.
It's alright, I fucked up so much already.
Pisses me off.
I mean, so much as in like I did one thing backwards, but it's too much already.
That 0% direct crit. I fucking love that.
That's why we jumped.
Yeah.
We jumped because Dura died and it's gonna fucking hit me and Jin over.
Yeah,
Stance.
my arm actually got locked in place and I couldn't move it. It was
Oh,
Color.
guess I'm not the only one with locked up hands right now.
Color. Stance.
Yeah.
What's
I'm
up?
feeling a bit rigid too.
Oh no, my direct hit's fine. I usually finish around 50%. But direct critting, that's a different story.
All right, I'm gonna give the count.
So it's gonna be super.
Okay.
Just bring your spell speed set. Get the fuck out of it.
What?
What the
Oh.
No,
hell?
I'm jumping. What the?
Alright. We probably have to
What
jump
happened
again
there?
to the countdown.
You just randomly pulled on me.
Yeah, that,
That was.
You step forward.
See, Ira failed to account for his toenails growing, and it just grew just ever so slightly.
I was
into
behind
the
color.
temporary.
yeah, I don't know what happened.
No, see, what happened was he thought about direct crit, and then he got a stiffy.
Like, you can't blame me. My weapon was away.
That was a good one, Jesus Christ.
Let's check.
I'm stroking it right now.
Yikes.
That's a fucking yikes.
That fucked up.
Oh,
that
take
first
this
pull, dude.
direct hit right here. Mm.
Help me.
New definition of big dick DPS.
Me.
Okay.
Watch out for car.
I got Zal.
Uh,
Oh, Jin's dead.
Looking hot.
just,
Are you good, Jin? Do we need to light for
let's
mana?
keep going. Keep going.
Okay.
Assuming color doesn't die.
We're gonna have to wipe here.
All right,
Going in.
jump. Go. I'm calling it jump.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah,
What
I was.
the fuck happened?
I was short a little bit of health. I had to move so I couldn't get any heal off.
Why'd we jump?
His color was gonna drop the rock too short.
Oh.
Yeah, the meter was in the wrong spot. Hey guys,
Yeah.
are in a jerk.
Just be careful about that. Color. I'll give the count.
Yeah. I was trying to clemency myself so I couldn't
Don't
move in
let
time.
him get out. Alright, cool. I just want to make sure Celine's up.
Oh, it's one person in this party who cares about the fairy. I appreciate that.
Watch for car.
Stack
I'm
up.
not.
We should be fine.
Meteors. What the fuck? Guys, please stop dying. Just jump. Like,
That one I'm
there
not
should
sure
be
what's
no
going on.
fucking like stupid mistakes or anything.
Oh shit. Here we go again.
One quick second, please. Okay.
All right, give him count.
Fuck, I thought that earlier. That early cooldown.
Oh, fuck me. This is a bad pattern.
Yep.
Can we not get this shit pattern, please?
Watch for car.
Meteors.
Stay away from tank.
Get him. AoE landslide.
reprisal.
Corners first. Car first is actually the worst fucking pattern.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's what
On
ended for
the
me.
only good
'Cause-
for me a 5 yellow.
Actually, yeah, I can reprisal this.
Okay.
7
Bails out.
seconds.
My sure cast was off by a second.
You don't get surcast on cars first. Right, stay right. Groups.
You just say Donzo.
I think I'm dead.
Or is it orange?
Someone didn't take the
Akira.
weight out.
I could make it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we were.
Someone didn't take the weight out. Who was it?
It was me.
Just do mechanics, guys. Get done with it. There, stop dying.
Yeah, I plan on it.
Alright, given the count.
I don't even know what's wrong with
I
my
got-
fucking movement.
Blind spot, please. Nope.
You cast it.
For cars.
My
Good
keyboard
job.
just locked
No,
up.
John. Guys, actually fucking stop dying.
Given the count.
Some very.
Sure.
Get him up. Just go.
Oh, fuck.
Meteor. Damn. Just keep going. We obviously can't make it through this ace lane anymore. You're not going to have short gas. Don't even try.
I don't get it.
Oh!
You don't go into the corner. Just fucking wipe it. Like, it's not even worth our time. Like, do you guys need like fucking 10 minutes or something? Because everyone's fucking up.
I want 5 minutes.
Yeah. Before people leave, we're gonna reset. But whenever he jumps to this spot, don't go to the corner. You're gonna get pushed off. You wanna go like right here.
Yeah.
Alright, take 10.
And you know, it sucks too, because I legit thought we were gonna have a completely clean night too. Feels bad. I actually unironically thought we were gonna one pull everything, and then one pull Titan and be done. And like, I didn't even know what I'd do with the fucking stream at that point. What do you do with a stream when the main meat of the stream is fucking over in like no time at all? Like, I'm gonna retire. I don't know. But yeah, that's quite something, to say the least. That car first is really a shit fucking pattern, though. You can get real shit patterns with weight of the land. I don't know, man. Whatever. I can hear it. People are tired, and I won't deny I'm tired, too. So, it is what it is. What was I buying here? I buy these now, because I have nothing else to spend poetics on. So I just buy this, and then I get the topsoil with it. But I don't get it right away. I just hoard it a little bit. There's not really anything to spend poetics on. Like, once you're done buying relic materials and glamour, and I guess gear if you're leveling up a class, I mean, you don't really need anything. You just kind of, I just kind of have it in my inventory for a lifetime. Here, I got the Sophic Lantern because of the Moogle thing, which I remember now it's ending soon, so I need to fucking do that. So that way I can get the Beast Tribe mounts, so I don't have to do the Beast Tribes, like, ever. Because that's basically what this whole event is. It's like all the grindy shit, you can just skip it. Like, if you don't want to grind 99... Well, you couldn't grind for ponies, actually. That was not a thing. You just got it if it dropped. But nowadays, since you can solo it, as a tank at least, it's not terrible. So, I mean, I guess it kind of evens out, but, like, now they're doing the birds from Heavensward. So I really am up against this wall of, like... Well, last time it was Bismarck, Ravana, and not Thornton. It was like one of the ponies as well. Now it's Sophia before Sephiroth for some reason. Sophia and two of the horses. So I'm wondering if next time it'll just be Sephiroth, Zervin, Nidhogg. Kind of makes me wonder if it's even really worth farming any of them. But In any event, I'm gonna run to the bathroom since we're taking a break anyway, so I'll be right back. Alright, that didn't take long. I didn't even really need to get anything. I wish still I'd do it better. Most weeks it's E1 or E2. Not this week. This week it's actually the hardest fight in the game currently. I mean, unless you want to count ultimates, which I guess are kind of hard. Let's see. What the fuck? Alright, I've seen enough. Oh, is that a quote I have on this soundboard? No, that's a quote I have on fucking Streamlabs. I don't know why that's not a quote I have here. What? Shit, is it on Mixer? Because my Streamlabs will play anything. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. I don't think it's a donation alert. Not that the donation alerts even work. What? I did not mean to hit test. I meant to hit this. Where's the stupid thing? Pig? Oh, Eddie waxing the pig's ass. Yeah, this is what happened to all my fucking what are they called? This is what happened to all my my stream GIFs because OBS never, I just could never get the slideshow to work again on GIFs. So this is what they do now. Or this is what I do now. It just never, it literally just never worked again, period. And I'm kind of depressed. Like, I put a lot of effort and work into it, and it just doesn't work. Yeah, the donations are universal. I found that out like a month ago. It's under YouTube. Where is it? I am sorry to have this extended, ridiculous gag joke, but fuck's sake, I want to find it. Holy shit. Where is it? I don't know where it is. Never mind. It was somewhere. I know I put it as like a donations, or not donation. There's more than just fucking donations. And I could play some of them. I took a lot of time to set up some of these. Was it punished?
Why are we here?
Absolutely not. Gold member stuck. Whatever. But yeah, I spent like a whole afternoon testing and prepping some of this stuff. It was quite an adventure, let's say that. Shit, what the fuck? I probably put too much time into this, to be honest, and I'm never going to use any of them. Or I should say they will never be used. Who cares if it's by me or not? Yeah, I guess that, I don't know. I guess that isn't a fucking stream clip. Never mind. I put a lot of effort and shit into this for like basically no reason. Oh, well, you know what that sound means. I like this bird. I knew it always looked nice. You have to fly down to make them glide. I forgot to make them do the glide. Yeah, the Heavensward mounts look nice. Still got to get the Firebird. I'm basically missing the Sephiroth one, which is like green, the Zervin one, which is red, and Nidhogg, which is like blood purple. Alright, I'm coming back.
Hey, so if we wipe 5 times in first phase, I'm naturally just getting off.
Alright, dude.
Fair enough. I'm a bit tired myself.
Alright, ready, check. Oh, well, we gotta put markers. So.
Food, Jimmy's.
Yep. Alright. Give him the count.
Region cuts. 3.
Alright, give him
Thanks.
the count. Reprisal. I have the boss.
Get him on.
Okay, look where I'm standing. How did I get hit by that?
Just focus, please.
Took boss.
Years.
Oh,
Turning off tank.
Away from tank. Geo crush.
how?
people.
Extra mitigation. There's no
Probably
feint
color.
for this.
Actually, not
Next Predator.
Focus on healing, Jin. Just let me do it.
No, I think. Shit.
Swift gas is down.
Well, got a Vinegar Red Mage to res everyone.
Yeah, just keep it simple
No,
color.
people actually need to stop fucking dying. It's actually pissing me off. No reason for it.
I'll get faint.
Or reprisal.
I'll not use Troubadour.
O2
Focus out through the
Y3.
fucking mechanics. Keep comms clear.
Provoke it. Color. Right. Sure.
Right then, left.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
Just go
step
into
through.
it and then back out.
You're fine.
Wrong way.
Groups.
Reprisal.
Healers, get ready. Go left. It's gonna be Dura first. What?
Reprisal.
Left and right. Groups. keep it south.
Who's go back?
Yep, we'll do. Nothing I can do here. Reprisal.
Bolts. Go left.
Megalith and 10.
I'm with you.
Go stack or blue is going south.
Reprisal.
Hey, we come all. For the Fury. Get them up.
Oh, what?
Right them
10.
left. Get them up.
Tank Buster's next. Stay away from tank.
Get who's up now.
Who's just getting up? 3 seconds.
I'm gonna end one.
He's dead.
Gonna try. But
Who's getting ready to
aggro
vote?
the bot.
Superb lighted. I have him. Reprisal.
Just like first.
I don't have swift casting. You guys have cast?
No.
Just kill the boss. Right then left.
Yeah, I'll be through ready. The details.
Yeah, I forgot about that
Oh.
last bump he does one after he
Long
does the
S.
stupid mechanic.
That actually might be
Hey,
my best.
a dark soul.
Knight,
Someone.
Dura has Dark
Yep.
Knight?
Yeah, he is dark.
I called it.
Take it.
Okay.
Good call.
Actually, no way. That's your best.
Oh wait, before anybody rolls on the coffin, everybody has their weapon on their main, so we can need free
Yep.
for all it.
At least
I already have
need
my
free
samurai
for all.
weapon, so do I just pass it?
Oh,
Yeah,
how do you want to
me
do that,
and-
Ira?
So
Me and
what
Jin
we're
already
gonna
have
do
that thing.
is first off pass the great sword for Dura.
Yep.
Second we're gonna do if you have your secondary weapon, you're passing coffer. Everyone else can
Yep.
reroll.
Agreed.
Yeah,
Need
passing
it.
offer.
If you don't have your secondary, need it.
Does everyone have the chest or need the chest?
Don't roll, by the way.
I just
Do I need chest for? Nope, it's augmented deep shadow. All right, I'm passing on everything.
Don't even roll greed on it because I can't roll greed on the
Yeah.
weapon.
All right, cool.
no, I'm passing on the weapon.
I actually just want to see who
So
gets it.
spend the rolling on chest.
I can greed roll it for caster, but it's not that great. It's great for
It's
black mage, but it's
BIS
terrible for
samurai, so
summoner.
I'm kind of right now.
What?
Yeah, you take
The
it.
chest?
Yeah, the
Greedy on
chest is shit for red mage and summoner.
Yeah, it is.
Actually, I'm not sure about summoner, but probably is.
All right, sounds good.
And is the mount just mine, or does someone else
Take
need
it. I need it, but I rolled crap, so
I only roll 23.
Okay, I'm gonna
so
roll
it's
it.
not going to get it.
So who's the last two people that needed? Oh, okay.
What is it, like a 93 or 94?
What did you roll? You rolled a 23.
That's fucking unfortunate.
It's tragic.
Just think if we actually got landslide, it would have been my best.
Have we gotten a single landslide for first one?
I don't think so. I think
Pretty
this
sure
whole
they're
night he
terrible. I
wanted to drive.
Wait, did I really get a purple on that? I literally dropped, like, I had my songs backwards at one point. My dots dropped several times, because I was like, press Nature's Min.
It's okay, take the purple.
No, I'm mad.
I kind of want to
Program's
upload
broken.
that. That's actually only better
for it.
than mine by like 100.
Yeah, Color, I owe you. I'm really sorry about that. That was...
Sorry for what?
I
All good.
fucking had a derp. I forget he
Dude, I
does
died
one more
literally
pulse.
3 times that fight. Don't apologize about anything.
Sorry for what?
Anyway, I gotta fucking do homework now. So I think I gotta kill the stream, so it's nothing personal. I'm gonna jump.
So next week,
Yeah.
are we doing anything? Because I kind of want to take a break and then come back.
We're
with
I
the
doing
still need
next
to get
week.
some mounts, but
yeah, screw you guys.
Oh, if we still need mounts,
On
then I can
next
keep
week.
going. I didn't
I-
know we'd still wanted mounts. Then I
I'd
can
say
keep going.
one more week so we can get our 8th
I think we
page.
got. So here's the plan, right?
Yeah.
Is I kind of want to take a break. So even if Ultimate comes out, we have like a fucking year before the next Steel Ultimate comes out,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, it's a while.
Yeah.
So I think after we get everyone their mount, we'll take like, I don't know, 3 weeks or so off, just to kind of relax and do whatever you want on weekends for a bit, and
I
then
don't
we'll
think-
start doing Ultimate.
Sounds good to me. I
Ultimate
just
comes to 5.1 or later, because I
That's
don't...
5.1.
5.11, I think. So 2 weeks.
2
so
weeks
like-
after 5.1.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
Mid-November.
So we have plenty of time.
Yeah.
So we could take like a month off and get into
Yeah,
Ultimate.
and let other people bash their faces against it first, and then we can.
And this way I can help friends as well. For
Yeah.
Savage.
I'm probably just gonna, other than Titan, you know, finish school, I guess, and then I'm gonna piss it out. But I know next week is our 8th clear, so we all get our pages. So I'd say
Yeah.
just.
And then
Yeah.
we'll need one more mount after that because asshole took the first weapon.
That's rough.
But yeah, after that, then
Now
sounds
comes
good.
the big question. Do
Uh-oh.
I get a second tank weapon with my 8 pages, or do I get the Astro weapon?
Well, I'm getting my Dark
I
Knight
I mean,
sword.
there's a higher
so-
chance you play Astro, right?
But I mean,
Probably
you're gonna get an
Astro.
extra weapon next. Wait until like we're done with the Titan.
Yeah,
Yeah, true.
just be careful because you might get the coffer and you might regret it.
Alright, yeah.
I really don't want to use this coffer on Machinist. I feel like such a fucking waste.
Oh yeah, you.
No.
This dude. This is. the
Why
lucky
did you
guy.
roll on it then?
Honestly,
Well, 'cause I still want it. I just don't want to use it on Machinist.
can I
What'd you get?
can I petition to change my coffer secondary off of
What do you
Warrior?
want?
Because I
As
don't.
long
want
as you
Warrior
haven't
anymore.
gotten anything already and it's
Yeah.
not.
Yeah, I haven't gotten a coffer
Yeah.
yet. Oh wait, did I?
So you
No, I
want
got my
Warrior.
main. No, I don't want
And now you
Warrior
can take.
anymore.
You can now like take Red Mage.
Yeah, I think Red
Samurai
Mage.
and Dark as well.
Red Mage.
You going Red Mage?
Red Mage.
That's a good call.
Because that's my class. I like Monk, but I'm pretty shit at every DPS, but I like doing the backflip.
And
guess I'd like to
knowing this
change my-
game, it's gonna drop another red mage fucking weapon
So
or some
you
shit.
wanted warrior, right?
Yeah, I
That's
want.
warrior.
Yeah, I don't want it anymore. I got the tome weapon, and I'm okay with that.
Can I change my Tetsuya to Astro?
I mean, you're the only one that fucking plays it, so.
I mean, if a
If
Dark
anyone
Knight sword
says I
drops-
play it, though, no, fuck that. I'll override that.
I mean, I started leveling Astro.
No, fuck
It's
off.
74.
I mean, I'll put in the one request. If a Dark Knight sword drops again next week, I would like that. That'd save me 8 pages. That'd be fucking sweet. Because I'm gonna fucking ditch Gunbreaker if those.
I'm
fuckers
just
Wait,
waiting
is
for
the
it. For
Eden weapon the E2S guy's
I'm
weapon?
out.
Yep, take it
Okay.
easy. And yeah, I think it is the E2S weapon. Maybe. I'm not
Yeah,
certain.
I'm out too.
I want
nice.
to. Yeah, take it easy,
Ciao, ciao.
everybody.
I will leave as well.
Unfortunately, Spinda, there won't be any mount farming tonight because I gotta actually do stupid work. So I'll see you later.
That's alright. I
Yeah.
gotta like finish in a time. I mean, I just gotta like put in 2 modules and it's fucking done, but I
Yep.
still gotta finish it.
Well, see you guys next week, and I'll see my Dark Knight sword next week. Peace. Wasn't that exciting? I'm ending the fucking stream. I'm done. I'm not kidding. I actually was I thought we would be done kinda an hour ago. Whatever. We still got it done. It just, needless to say, could have been better. Honestly, the fucking augmented Deep Shadow Tuck isn't terrible either. But I don't really care what weapon I get secondarily, so... That is, fuck. How do I end the stream? That's not how you end the stream. Holy shit, I forgot I even have that layout. That layout is a disaster. Yeah, it's that time of night again. You know what it is. And I'm alright with it. It was a decent day. Nothing horrible happened. Nothing terrible. Actually, I'm just going through all the vocal ranges there. It was adequate, is the word I'll use. Adequate. And, yeah, I mean, like I said, this is not going to be a long outro. But, thank you for Elite Snowman King for showing up. Like I said, I'm very grateful. I didn't mean to chase you away with, saying that it's time for raid. It's just that I know that you like, you know, we have interactions, we chat back and forth, you know. That's good, and I just wanted to give him the heads up that raid kind of prevents me from doing that. But obviously I'll see him again. You know, I'm not going anywhere. And maybe I'll stream eventually if I get my head on right. I'll stream something else. But big ups to Blizzard for fucking up everything. Getting called out by literal senators, which is pretty fucking sweet. Shout out to, I don't know, Square Enix for making a killer expansion this time around. And, yeah, I'm fucking leaving that party. That's the end of that. And, yeah, I don't really have much else to say. Besides a bunch of fucking sound clips I need to fix because the volume's too low, besides this one, which is my favorite.
This man was a bona fide scrub. He can't play. No disrespect whatsoever, but I'm sorry to tell everybody the truth. The man cannot play the game.
I'm gonna hope that he's lying, Max Kellerman, because if this happens, if this happens, Max, I don't know what I'm gonna do with myself. No, I just don't know. I just don't know. Go ahead, Max. Go ahead.
Hey, what happened to your balls? You should be playing with them.
Forgot to bring them with me. Sorry.
You've got to be kidding me!
How? What game were you watching? How's he gonna beat me? Why are you saying stuff like
Tell
this?
me how's he gonna beat me.
Why are you doing this? Why are you? Is this another marketing tool of
Check
yours?
this out.
I mean, this is look, man. I am suffering. It's hard to take. How many years? I'm here to tell you right now. We don't care. Let me tell you. We don't care.
I'm gonna dedicate the rest of my life to forgetting it.